Lasers. Use the ventral cannons.
Yes, sir. Bringing them online.
General Hux, is it the Resistance pilot?
Yes, and he had help from one of our own. We're checking the registers now to identify which stormtrooper it was.
The one from the village. FN 2187.
Sir, ventral cannons hot.
Fire!
This was his first offence.
General, they've been hit.
Destroyed?
Disabled. They were headed back to Jakku. The fighters projected a crash in the Goazon Badlands.
They were going back for the droid. Send a squad to the wreckage. I won't have you question my methods.
They're obviously skilled at committing high treason. Perhaps Leader Snoke should consider using a clone army.
My men are exceptionally trained, programmed from birth.
Then they should have no problem retrieving the droid. Unharmed.
Careful, Ren. That your personal interests not interfere with orders from Leader Snoke.
I want that map. For your sake.
And I'm pretty sure that heaven isn't looking for 1.5 million ballerinas to qualify for the kingdom of God since the industry began. Like any 1.5 million of anything. Sell one, you sell 1 million. Heaven don't want 1.5 million replications of something, of having to watch the same fucking stage play. It's just so heavenly mediocre for everyone. It's like, yeah, you must do your day job, but then be careful, because like characteristics, and like the moral agency in which to build character, well, careful. Dare to be different, they say. No, you must bow down, and all these things we will give you if you just worship your job position. All these things we will give you if you just bow down and worship your job position.
We push, we don't carry. We're just pushes. We don't carry. Carrying. We don't carry. We pushes. We're pushes. We're not carrying. You can help the blind, and we're blind. Help the blind and give sight to the blind. Help it. They made us hold on to it. And hold on to it. Help people bring sight. We can have a sign. Give generous. Help us. Help us. Help the blind. We could carry us. We don't push. Pushes. Well, I could carry the baby, and then if I push him away, then I'll be seen as a carrier. I can do it. I can do it. Then I could be a lesbian. Be a lesbian. Yeah, I could have some girlfriends. For once. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy. Help us, the blind. They're gonna help us. And then just push us when I carry. Please help us. And then sign to the Red Hollows Foundation. The Hollows. And the camera it all governs the sound and the distraction. And then help us. Someone to help us bring sight to the blind. Help us. We're blind. I guess we are. We just wanted one. How are we supposed to restore sight of the blind? Giving sight? Well, how are you going to give sight or restore sight? If yous were blind in the first place and needed so much help. But we don't carry, we're just pushers. You'll see. You've got to want to see. You've got to want to see. With distraction, you're going to take it somewhere, you're going to hear it and listen. Hear it in a distraction. And to bring the sight to us. Healer. Please. We need a sight to the blind. We don't give. We don't give anything. Give us, help us in a sight to the blind. Give us a gift. It could be a lesbian. But it can't see. Help us. No one will help us. Well, why is Damien always helping us? You gotta believe us. Not getting bushes. Not carrying. I'm a fucking dealer. I'm not a prospector. We're just dealers. We don't prospect. Help us. Give us the sword to the ball. We're going to help people. We're going to help anyone. Give us no sign to their blindness. Help us. Give generously. Work for work purposes. Help us.
Wanking is a mob mentality, it's a pack mentality, it's where the English phrase or terminology, the English term mob of wankers or pack of wankers, it's actually a pluracy, it's a plural form, where wankers actually are a group, a mob or a pack of wankers, a mob of wankers. So to be able to single out one person like a mob of wankers, one of you might stick your fucking head out of your mob of wankers and say, hey, what are you looking at, you fucking wanker? As if to say, oh, join us. All these things we will give you if you fucking bow down and worship us. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, you're absolutely fucking right. I got eyes like fucking overcoat buttons.
He's not real. He's not real. It's just the limo driver.
Oh, I'm real, man. I'm as real as it gets.
Hey, what is this? Let me out of here! Who are you?
I'm death, man.
Death? Like, the death?
Well, I'd say in the flesh, but that wouldn't be 100% accurate. I suggest you get it.
Our strategy must now change.
The weapon, it is ready. I believe the time has come to use it. We shall destroy the government that supports the resistance, the Republic. Without their friends to protect them, the resistance will be vulnerable, and we will stop them before they reach Skywalker.
Go. Oversee preparations.
Yes, Supreme Leader.
Blast for my righteous
Yo, check it, check it, check it, check it. Shore boys not a man, resolute ingenuity, coil up, all the thermic resistance, your time for inner distance limit.
See? It was a fly. Just a fly.
You couldn't kill him.
This can't be.
You know it's real. Just accept it.
This isn't real. Did that scare you?
Yeah? That's because I'm death. It's very scary when I do something like that.
You're weird.
I'm death.
Well, I'm not dead.
You are dead.
I'm not dead.
You are dead.
You're gonna have to leave. I'll call the police. I mean it.
Okay. I'm going. I'm out of here. Wait a minute. I am the police.
No, you're not.
That's me. I'm here to speak about COP.
I'm sorry. I didn't without the uniform.
Regular human clothes make people more comfortable. Hi, ladies. Let's do some poetry.
Blind mouth.
We stand will bring an end to the Senate, to their cherished fleet. All remaining systems will bow to the First Order, and will remember this as the last day of the Republic.
Turned the corner inside! He made Yusuf Nurkic a screensaver! 15-14! The Kevlar bench is going nuts!
LeBron James with a dance to the who controls the hammer down.
You gotta be shown. They all have to be shown. Close your eyes. Close them!
Are you close to catching somebody, you think?
Yes, we may be. Did you take over this place after Mrs. Littman died, is that right?
Yeah, I bought this house 2 years ago.
Did she leave any records, any business records, tax forms, lists of employees?
No, nothing like that at all. Say, has the FBI learned something? The police around here don't seem to have the first clue. I mean, have you got like a description, fingerprints, anything like that?
No, we don't.
Here's that number.
Very good, Mr. Gordon. May I use your phone, please?
Sure, you can use my phone.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head and turn around. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. Put your hands in the back. Thumbs up. Freeze!
Damien Omen 2, for better or for worse, is my favourite film in the Omen trilogy. Not because it's necessarily the best made of the three films or the most respected of the three films, but because it meant the most to me when I was growing up. When I was a kid, I went to a party that was a Damien Omen 2 party, where they had a video of this film, and we must have been 11 or something, or 10 even, and we all sat round with party hats munching cake, frame advancing the sequence where the lab technician is bisected by a stray lift cable in the middle of the film. It works almost like a slasher movie. It's very sort of sequential in the way it picks its characters off. The sequence where the kid goes under the ice is one of the most memorable horror sequences ever, I think. It's brilliantly made and terrifying and horrible. The sequence where the woman is attacked by the crow is phenomenal. But it also is obviously deep into the Omen lore, so it's dealing with, you know, that brilliant thing that only really the Omen and the Exorcist deal with, which is a direct encounter with Satan himself. And however old or impressionable you are, there's always something profoundly, unavoidably creepy about that. It also has one of my favourite scenes, I think, ever in any movie, which is the scene where Damien answers his teacher back and is able to demonstrate an encyclopedic knowledge of history and dates and completely susses his teacher into the ground. And that was a weird sort of fantasy wish fulfillment moment for me.
Sir Francis Drake.
1596.
Julius Caesar.
44 BC.
Roosevelt.
1945.
Richard III.
Come on. It's just a drawing. Now look. Here he is again. The same man.
It's not a man.
It.
That's what happened back in Georgie's room. Look!
We're moving the original torch from the pedestal to the new museum.
You rascal. I even brought Nippy. Hey, boy, come on, Nip. Come on.
Hey, get this freak off of me! Get it!
Well, now, don't scare him, for God's sakes. He's only trying to be friendly. Come on.
You know this dog is unbalanced?
Get him out of here!
Gee. Stay. Now, what is going on here?
The technical people, once they started working on the statue in the 80s, determined that this torch was, the original torch was beyond repair. They could not fix it and put it back up. In fact, it was the cause of much of the deterioration inside the statue because they drilled windows into it that were not originally there. And those windows leaked. And that began the deterioration of the statue, which we fixed in the 1980s.
But it is.
Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
200 years ago. He was here then?
It's our most precious artifact, and it had to be very carefully done. It is on a special piece of equipment that will gently drive it over to its new home in the museum, and once it's there, we'll have an opportunity to do some additional restoration work.
It's going to be moved across the plaza on a transportation vehicle that's made especially to not have any vibrations or not do anything that could possibly damage the torch or more the flame, which is glass. So it's a hydraulic vehicle, and the meaning of that is while it's moving across a uneven surface, the actual platform will stay steady. It will not vibrate, it will not move up and down. The wheels and the hydronics of the machine take all those bumps and vibrations into.
Dang it.
What the hell is that? Being dead is great. Go ahead, try it. No. Eh? I hate being dead. This sucks. I hate it more than life. I hate the way you are. I hate you. It's stupid how we're in this limo. It's stupid that thing you're doing with your ear. That rule about 18,000 times is lame. I don't like it here at all. There's no tunnel. The least you could have done was given me a tunnel with a bright light. Nobody has ever come back and said, whoa, it was so peaceful. I was in this big stretch limo. Oh, this is great. I'm not even floating. You know, you'd at least think I'd be floating or something. No. I'm in the back of a car with a guy that can relocate his ear. Oh, this must be heaven. Somebody pinch me. look at you. Yeah, you with your face popping up all over the place. Yeah, maybe all I did was complain. Maybe I didn't help anyone, but at least I wasn't just showing up trying to scare people 24 hours a day. Oh, there's a lot of things that need to be changed around here, and as soon as I see a little bit more, I'm going to give you a full, detailed rundown of the way things should be. And you're going to hear it, man. You're going to hear it all. Not this time, pal. First, when people think about death and dying, you gotta realize they're building up expectations, and it is your responsibility to make sure they're not let down. And whoa, believe me, this is one gigantic letdown. For instance, when you die, you ever think maybe you'd like to see someone that you like? You know, like a relative or something? Not some rubber-faced limbo champion. Oh yeah, I'm dead now. Please, bring in Mr. Play-Doh Face. That would be nice. I'd like to be annoyed for eternity. Bring me the loser. Yeah, I love being around him. It's great.
But the girl was all we needed. As a result, the droid has most likely been returned to the hands of the enemy. They may have the map already.
Then the Resistance must be destroyed before they get to Skywalker.
We have their location. We tracked their reconnaissance ship to the Elenium system.
Good.
Turn more force to enemy. Man, flare. Force in the farmland. Got divinity in hand. Combat expand. I.nternational. Counterparts. Time bent. Land. Watch quicker than head.
Check it out, like the sights. The same way your paradox lifestyle entices the heist inside of your eyelids. Flickering like diabolical timelines to the fridge. Rigid digits not deciphered. By your own diametric enlightenment. From the east to west to right. How the hell you supposed to twirl round? You walk forward and up bipedal, renunciated off the crown you never guaranteed like evil meant good.